L'aide juge à 14 millions. Pardon, Thomas? Merci à toi.
In 2009, the bronze heads of a rat and a rabbit from Yuanmingyuan, or the Old Summer Palace in Beijing, appeared on the auction list of Christie. On hearing the news, 67 Chinese lawyers formed a volunteer legal team to fight for the return to China of these cultural relics of the old imperial residence. They failed.
有时候是觉得痛心，不是说不敢面对。有时候你经历了才知道这个东西痛，确实是痛。
In 1860, Anglo-French Allied forces occupied Beijing and plundered the Old Summer Palace and other imperial gardens. A significant number of cultural relics in the gardens were taken overseas. In 1905, Kang Youwei, a representative of the late Qing dynasty's reformist movement, saw the relics in European museums. "When I come to this place, I'm sad," he said. "The plundered relics are the essence of China's accumulated history," he went on, citing the plunder also of even the jade seal, a symbol of power. In his view, the reason that these relics were lost was the weakness of the nation.
Ces deux têtes soient rachetées par un Chinois ou un Occidental, peu importe.
10 years after the unsuccessful legal effort to repatriate the rat and rabbit heads, and on the eve of the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China in 2019, an exhibition formally and finally reunited the prized artifacts with the motherland. The Road to Return, as the display was called, took place at the National Museum of China and was organized by the National Cultural Heritage Administration. It presented 6 bronze heads from the Old Summer Palace, including the rat and rabbit heads, an overdue reunion after more than a century of wandering overseas. In 2019 alone, more than 1,000 relics were brought back to China. Just 796 came from Italy. The largest collection of lost Chinese cultural artifacts returned in 2 decades. It was also the first repatriation received in the presence of China's top leader.
"向你们表示衷心的感谢。
总书记在向意大利总理介绍这个文物的这个情况，包括在叙述这个文物返还对于中国人民的这个意义的时候，我们感觉到总书记非常高兴。
From the Neolithic Age to the Ming and Qing dynasties, these 796 relics carry 5,000 years of Chinese history. However, the National Treasure's journey back home was not smooth. It took 12 years from their seizure by the Italian government in 2007 to the final decision of the country's courts to return them to China in early 2019.
我们就主要是用了司法的审判以及外交的这个追索2个方式结合。最为重要的是呢，这一次的这个文物追索纳入了联手外交。
这个可以有这个选择方案，一种呢就是物归原主。它是属于哪一个地方的？我们现在地方博物馆也很健全，就回归那个，也可以放在这个总的，你比如放在国家博物馆。
其实当时总书记说这段话的时候，我自己是有一点点吃惊的，因为文物回归原属地呢，这是流失文物追索返还界的一个原则理念，并不是说为一般公众所周知哈。那一国的这个元首呢，也不一定要知道某一个领域具体工作的这么一个原则理念。但是总书记当时脱口而出，总书记对于流失文物追索返还的重视，既体现了对于我们中国文化遗产的重视，同时呢，也是体现了对于构建人类命运共同体、促使文明交流、文明对话的这样一个深层次的考虑。他指出，拥有悠久的历史、璀璨的文明，这是我们2个国家的共通之处。我们对于时间的理解，不是以10年、100年为计，而是以100年、1000年为计。
Under the impetus of President Xi, China and Italy have signed several agreements on preventing theft and excavation of cultural relics and promoting their return. On April the 10th, 2019, China used special planes to bring home 796 cultural relics that had been lost for years. Just half a month later, these relics were displayed to the Chinese people at the National Museum. In the same year that President Xi visited Italy, in another country with an ancient civilization, Greece, President Xi once again voiced China's demands for the return of lost cultural relics.
那么我们建筑了这样的一个优秀的博物馆，是为了使我们的文物能够早日回到它的家乡，因为文物是属于我们的国家的，是属于我们的文明物。那我们不能允许我们其他的文物存在于别的地方，这是对我们文明的一个巨大损失。Sinfono abolito。
我不仅支持你们，我们还应该共同行动。中国有很多的文物流失在海外，我们也在不懈地做出努力，争取这些文物回归到它的祖国。
Since the 18th CPC National Congress in 2012, China has stepped up its efforts to the return of lost cultural relics. It signed bilateral agreements and established cooperation mechanisms with 24 countries. More than 1,800 cultural relics have returned home. Just 30 days before President Xi delivered his New Year's address for 2021, the lost horse head of the old summer palace was finally returned. This was a day for which the Chinese had waited for 160 years. As President Xi and more than 1.4 billion Chinese had wished, the lost relic was returned to his home.
这一路上，我们一直在探讨，就说当时为什么我们的东西会丢，为什么我们的宫殿会被烧，然后我们就回忆了那段历史。
长大之后才有这样的这种机会，或者才有这样的这种实力，能够把流失在国外的这种中国的文物，能够通过各种形式能够回归到我们祖国的怀抱里面。
我们毕竟有这么一段非常辉煌的一段历史嘛。那么在现在这个阶段呢，我们又重新的一段辉煌历史。也一样要把这个历史呢，就是现在这个辉煌续写下去，让我们下一代人都有这种意识。
文化是一个国家一个民族的灵魂，文化兴国运兴，文化强民族强。没有高度的文化自信，没有文化的繁荣兴盛，就没有中华民族伟大复兴。